In this question, Atiqah set up a following experiment in a dark room. Why is there a dark room? A dark room will ensure that there is only one source of light, in this case the torch, and there is no ambient light, no environmental light in the surroundings. So now this torch mounted on this retort stand is actually shining light onto the metal block and the light sensor which is mounted on the screen. The light sensor detects the amount of light that has been received from the torch. And the light sensor initially recorded a reading of 50 units, just 50 units. Now, one object was moved by Atiqah so that the length of the shadow increased at the same time. The reading on the light sensor also increased to 120 units. What actually happened? The shadow will increase when the distance between the torch and the metal block is actually smaller. So we have to either bring the torch closer to the metal block or we have to bring the metal block closer to the torch. But in this case, since the shadow of the metal block increased and at the same time the light sensor reading increased to 120 from 50, we can conclude that the torch was the one that moved closer to the metal block. But when the torch moved closer and closer to the metal block, okay, there'll come a point when the torch is actually blocked entirely by the metal block, so no light from the torch can actually escape. Hence, the reading on the light sensor dropped to 0. So we can safely say that number 2 is the answer for this question.